Yo, what up, y'all? I'm gonna pretty much censor myself in this video. I'm trying to do no swearing in this video, but I'm definitely gonna try to censor myself the best way I can, though. So I was in the club yesterday, and I saw a former best friend that I knew back from PlayStation Home. And I don't know if you guys remember me mentioning this nobody here, and her name is MaryJane. Now I know MaryJane. I mean, you can see it right there. Jug, you're gonna beat up the snowman, that snowman again. So that's MaryJane from PlayStation Home that I known a long time ago. You know, me and my boy Killer used to join her groups, or she'll come join me in Killer groups and chill for a little bit. She used to call herself Nikki back on Home, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I've known her since PlayStation Home. My boy Killer told me a couple of weeks ago that he mic'd up with Pixelet. And I said they came to like an understanding, and they both was like mature about the situation, like it was over words or something like that. So I was like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? So I said to myself, um, let me check Mary's temperature. Let me check her temperature real quick and see if because my boy Killer already done told me. He said he don't really want to have nothing to say to Mary, because Mary wouldn't come into the party chat. So I guess Mary's still stuck on stupid. And that's when I was like, let me just see if Mary's still stuck on stupid though. So I got on Four Kings, and Mary pretty much had my name in her mouth, which I made a video about Mary like a few weeks ago on my Rumbles channel. And trust me, it's some horrible things that I said to her, because Mary just can't seem to keep my name out of her mouth. So that's why I made that Rumble video, because someone in the club told me that you have my name in your mouth, and they screenshot on what you said about me. So you should watch your mouth and what you say about me, Mary, because it seems like to me that you're the one that's still trying to keep this stupid issue going between us, when this incident happened 5 or 6 years ago and you're still stuck in the past. You know, I've known Mary, again, I've known her since PlayStation Home. And you guys see right now, I'm talking to her right now in front of the bar. I was trying to be mature about the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be mature about it to see if me and her can get on the mic and have a one-on-one talk on the mic. And she pretty much saying, so what, you can record and everything like that? And I said, see, there you go. Worrying about somebody recording you. That's just too bad, Mary, if you feel like I'm going to record you or not. You know I'm a YouTuber. So that's just too bad if you feel that way. But you talking about saying that you want someone to squash the beef and everything like that. What beef? I wouldn't even call this a beef. This is just a stupid issue that you still stuck on a 5 year grudge, like somebody owe you something, Mary. Because at the end of the day, Mary, I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me anything, and I don't owe you nothing. So let's get that out the way right now, woman. Okay? Because let me tell you something about Mary. I'm gonna tell you something about Mary. Mary told me this story. So now Mary came on here saying like, "Oh, all those lies you told about me, Jug, that came from Mama Chalita." Now, in case y'all don't know who Mama Chalita is, Mama Chalita was her best friend from PlayStation Home. Now, I don't know if these two are still talking or not. Don't know and don't care. But she's claiming that all the lies that I said about her in the past came from Mama Chalita. Well, I got news for you, Mary. Mama Chalita never told me these things. It was you that told me those allegations on what I'm getting ready to tell everybody on this YouTube channel, on my Mr. Opinions channel. It was you that told these allegations about what you went through when you was down here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, staying with your uncle, on how your uncle sexually assaulted you. Remember you telling me that, Mary? Remember you told me about you remember you telling me that? I mean, let's go on. It was rough. It was rough in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It was rough in North Carolina. So what do? You move to a different state. You moved to a different state, and then you found some loser on his game named Ken. Well, his real name is Justin. You found some loser named Ken on the PlayStation. You let him move in with you, And then next thing you know, you two got into a big argument. You two got in a big fight. Remember you told me that, Mary, how Justin choked you and you said that your life flashed right in front of your eyes? You don't remember ever telling me those things, Mary? Huh? Remember? You even said on here that me and Killer was like a brother to you. And you was. You was like a little sister to me and my boy Killer. You was like a little sister to us. You always came to us with your sad stories on what you dealt with in your personal life. Because your name used to be called Nikki on PlayStation Home. That was your original name. You called yourself Nikki, but you came to me and my boy Killer. I don't know if my boy Killer remembers that or not, but I definitely remember during the time when I first met you on Home that you told us these things. And we kept our mouth shut about that. We ain't go around telling nobody about those things. You know what I'm saying? None of that. But then you want to get angry at me. And, you know, it started on Nubble Rounds, people. It started on Nubble Rounds 5 or 6 years ago because Mary likes to dig up the worms. She don't like to leave things buried. She's the type of person who likes to dig up the worms all the time. Instead of just leaving the worms buried in the ground, she's the type of person that likes to dig up the worms and just like to keep things going. And then, you know, what really started on Nubble Rounds is that you were saying something crazy to me. You was in party chat with Pix, and you said something. You asked me if I was racist. And you even said it on here. You said that I need to apologize to Pix to let her know that I'm not racist or something like that. That's what you said on here on Four Kings in this video, which everybody's going to see later on in this video. You know what else I find silly about this situation, people? This whole situation is just pure ignorance. Pure ignorance, very immature. You know, you would think people would change and grow up for over the years. And some people just never change. Some people just stay stuck on old stuff and dwell about the past all the time. And, you know, I don't know how people live comfortable life like that. That's a miserable life to live, to hold a 5 or 6 year grudge on somebody, especially on a freaking video game. Your life must not mean jack if you sit there 24/7 and just think of negative stuff. And you know what I find funny about you, Mary and Pix, especially you, Mary, is that you typed up in this club and you said that I need to tell Pix or apologize to Pixelhead that I'm not racist. That I'm not racist. That's what you were saying. So clearly you both think I'm racist, right? So this is where you two is going to make you both make yourselves look ridiculous for that remark y'all said about me. My woman, which is Alyssa, is the same color skin as you, Pix. Y'all might not be the same race because Alyssa is Italian, but when you look at Alyssa, you be like, she's a white woman when you see her. So she's about the same, almost about the same complexion as you are, Pixelette. White, long hair. So how in the devil is I'm racist and I'm dating a white woman? I'm just saying, can y'all just make sense of that? I'm dating a white woman, but Jug Truth is racist. And I know y'all seen Alyssa. Y'all didn't see her face, but y'all saw her hand when she was in my live stream videos. And I know y'all watched those videos because I had people telling me that y'all was talking about how Alyssa was in my video. Y'all saw Alyssa's hand. Y'all saw her hair. You didn't see her face out of her protection, but y'all know she was white. So knock that off right there, people. Yeah, you're racist, Jug, but I'm dating a white woman. Some people just don't think before they speak, man. I swear they don't. But yeah, if I was racist, I wouldn't have been friends with Killer for 15 years, and he's Russian. If I was racist, I wouldn't have been friends with Angel for 16 or 20 years on the PlayStation from knowing her. And Angel's Mexican. So how is Jug racist? Again, make sense of this, Mary. Speaking of Angel, let's talk about Angel real quick though. Now, Mary, you typed up Angel in this video as well too. You said that Angel came to you and Pixelette, and I was like, Where in the world did this come from? You typed up and saying that Angel said she was 16 years old when I first met her. Let's get something straight, Mary. You and Pixelette have no history with Angel. I've got way more history with Angel than I do with the both of you, especially you, Mary. Now, the reason why Angel come crying to you two was because I cursed her out that day because Angel disrespected me. And the only reason why she came to y'all and told that ridiculous lie to both of y'all because she knew you two would run with it. When I first met Angel, I met her on Grand Theft Auto 4 on the PlayStation 3 back in 2008. I want to say 2008 or 2009. I met her on Team Deathmatch on Grand Theft Auto 4. I met her on that because when I heard a woman talking. Me and Angel was battling each other out on Deathmatch. She was getting the better of me and I was getting the better of her. And then she was like, I was like, you're not so bad at all. And she said, you're not so bad at all either, Jug. So we added each other. And we both started talking and becoming good friends. Now, during that time period, I was 22 years old. I was 22 years old when I first met Angel. Angel was 20 years old when I first met her. So Angel was 2 years younger than me. She was not 16 years old when I first met her on the PlayStation. She was not 16 years old. She was 20 years old. Angel is 2 years younger than me. And she only told y'all that because she knew that both of y'all would run with it like idiots. And you both ran with it. You both ran with it, though. Because if Angel was... Here's another reason how Angel pulled a fast one on both of y'all. Here's how I know she did. She pulled a fast one on both of y'all because why didn't Angel send any screenshots? Are there any screenshots of me showing my penis to Angel? I mean, she said she told you both that she was 16, right? Because that is what you typed up on here, Mary, that she said she was 16. So if the allegation is true, then why didn't Angel, because her real name is Stephanie, why didn't Angel send you and Pixelette any screenshots of me showing naked pictures? You know, if you're going to accuse somebody of being a pedophile, at least have the evidence to back it up. You feel me? You can't just go around accusing somebody of being a pedophile and you don't have no evidence to back it up. And I know for a fact that Angel had zero evidence on me. Zero evidence on me. Because I'm pretty sure she probably told y'all that, yeah, Jug showed me his penis and everything. That first of all, I use a headset on the PlayStation. I never use a PlayStation iToy Cam. I never shared my pictures on the PlayStation 3. You know, phones back then was not how it was back then. See, right now, I could pick up my phone right now, take a picture of myself right now, save it, put it on and download the PlayStation app on my phone and send it. You didn't have those kind of phones back then on the PS3 days. You didn't. You had to have a PlayStation 3 iToy Cam or a camera catcher or a USB device or whatever to transfer your pictures to your PS3 back then. PS3 was not made exactly the same way like the PS4 and the PS5 are. And y'all know it too. Y'all know it yourselves. So that's how I know Angel sat there and made up those bullshit ass lies to y'all with zero evidence. So where's the text at? Where's the text? Did she show y'all any text that I was trying to get with her or anything like that? Because first of all, Angel lived way up there in Texas. I'm not flying way up there in Texas to go see some girl. You know what I'm saying? Because Angel was 20 some years old back then. She was 20 years old back then. And back then, I did not know Alyssa. Alyssa did not exist to me. I met Alyssa 2017 or 2018. That's the year that I met Alyssa. I did not know Alyssa when I first met Angel. I did not know Alyssa back then. And Alyssa did not know me back then. She didn't know who I was in 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011. Alyssa had no clue who I was back then. So why would Alyssa get mad at me for some shit that I did, well, y'all accusing me of doing back then when I didn't know her. So why would she get mad? Because that would be like me getting mad at Angel, saying like, yeah, Angel, I see yeah, I mean, yeah, listen, I see you did some things with your ex-boyfriend and stuff like that. Why would I get mad at her when she didn't know me back then? Like, come on, you two, make sense of this. Same with me. I mean, same with her. Why would she get mad at me when we didn't know each other back then? Because we didn't. We didn't know each other. You know? Because I will tell you something about Angel. Angel is mad because I exposed her. Because Angel lives in Texas and she met this guy named Glenn that lives in Florida. They met each other on Grand Theft Auto 4 and they talked for about 4 or 5 months, and Angel agreed for him to come move in with her. He told her, he sat there, and this is the honest God truth. This dude named Glenn, because that's his real name, Glenn, but back then his PlayStation name was War. He told me and Angel in the PlayStation 3 chat room, because he used to have an iToy cam, and he would always turn his camera on. He specifically told me and Angel that he was 20 years old. When he flew to Texas to go move in with Angel, Angel told me she took this nigga to the DMV. She took him to the Texas DMV place to get his ID. She said when she looked at his ID, it says he was born like a certain year. It says he was age 17 or 16 years old. Angel was 20 years old. So basically, he lied to her about his age. He said that he told us before he went to Texas that he was 20 years old. But when Angel got down there and looked at his ID, it said that he was 17 years old. That dude was a high school dropout. That kid was a high school dropout. And Stephanie sat there and slept with that kid, slept with him, and got pregnant by that kid. Got pregnant because she kicked him out because he wouldn't go out and work and do none of that type of stuff. So she kicked him out. And then she kept asking me, Jug, is Glenn home? Jug, is Glenn home? I said, why you keep asking me that, Angel? She said, tell him that I'm pregnant. I'm like, what? Because she kept begging me. Angel kept begging me to tell this nigga that she's pregnant. She kicked this nigga out and everything like that. So I finally told him that, and he didn't believe me at first. He didn't believe me. So I told him all that, rest is history. You know what I'm saying? So Angel need to get the freaking story right about me, because like I said, she was 20 years old when I first met her. And you, Mary, none of y'all have the proof to prove that she was 16 at the time. I mean, who in the world is going to hold? I mean, there's no naked pictures of me. There's no text of me trying to get with her. None of that type of stuff. And nobody's going to hold no text that long from way back from 2008 and 2009. I mean, that's the thing I'm talking about. Everything that Mary was saying. See, look, she was 16 though. See what she just typed up? See what you just typed up? She's running with the story on what Angel told them 3 or 4 years ago with no proof, no evidence. Angel was not 16. She was 20 years old when I first met her. That's a lie right there. And you and Pick sat there and ran with it. But if y'all want to run with it, run with it. I mean, if y'all want to believe that bull crap, go right ahead if you want to believe it. Because Angel would have done sent y'all text message. But you see what I'm talking about? Everything Mary's talking about is old stuff. Instead of just sitting there being like, you know what, Jug, I kind of overreacted though. You know what? Let's just be adults about this. Not be friends again, nothing like that. But just move on with our lives. But Mary does not want to move on with her life. She's just constantly just bringing up old stuff. And right now, I was getting to that point that I'm just talking to a troll, because talking to Mary is just like talking to a troll. That's why Mary don't want to mic up with me. It's not the mic up. It's not the recording thing, because she's using that as an excuse not to want to mic up with me. She used that as an excuse. But, you know, it's like what I told you on here, Mary. You know, Pixel said a whole lot of messed up things to you. You remember during that time period when you and Justin was together, how you used to tell me how Pix said a lot of bad things about you, a lot of horrible things. And I'm not trying to start no fight between you two. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just telling you on what you told me during that time period when you was going up at Picks. And this is going to be the last time that I'm going to repeat myself saying this to you too. My very last time saying this to you. So you can either run with this on what I say, or you can sit there and die as a liar, because that's what you're going to do, Mary. You're going to die as a liar. When you was dating Justin, the guy that abused you and beat you up, you was telling me all these horrible things when you was dating Justin, how Pixelet was saying a bunch of horrible things about you, on how much you almost died and everything like that. Remember you telling me all that? You hated Pixelet. You hated Pixelet guts. You couldn't stand Pixelet, but yet you're willing to forgive her when she said way more messed up things than I said to you, but you're willing to forgive her. See, that makes you a hypocrite right there, Mary. That makes you a really big hypocrite. Pixelet said a whole lot of bad things towards you, and you told me these things. And you can sit there and deny it all you want to and say you never said these things. You might have Pixelet fooled, but you ain't got me fooled, okay? Because you don't want to lose your friendship with Pixelet, because Pixelet's like the only best friend you got on that game, because you know if you lose her, you ain't got nobody else to go to cry with your sad stories. You ain't got nobody to go to on the PlayStation to talk to. So that's why you don't really want to ruin that friendship. But you know deep down inside your pathetic soul, Mary J., you told me all these things right here. You told me all these things, you know, but you act like a gutless coward. You act like a gutless coward. Now, one thing I will say about Pix, at least Pix and Killer talked it out like adults. I might not agree with everything that Pix says, but one thing I will say, Pix got way more balls than you. She's got way more guts than you, Mary. That's one thing I will say about Pixelet. She's got way more guts than you do. You ain't got no guts at all, Mary. All you do is hide behind Pixelet. You hide behind her, and then you say that I hide behind Killer, which once again, that's false on what you're saying about me, Mary. Because if I need Killer to talk for me, then why isn't Killer is not in none of my YouTube videos? Like right now, I'm talking for myself. Is Killer here with me right now? No. My boy Killer up there in Canada working, doing his thing. That's what he's doing. Working, doing his thing, taking care of his family. That's what that man's doing. That's the kind of guy you wish you had in your life, Mary. But, you know, you always make bad judgment and always pick the wrong guys. You always pick the guys that treat you like crap. Treat you like crap. That's why you're going to always attract guys that have no respect for you. And then, you know, back to the Angel part again. Now, you want to believe Angel. If Angel sat there and told you that the sky was green, you two would believe that, right? I'm pretty sure you two would. But let's get something straight about you, Mary. I'm glad you brought up Angel, because I can see right now you're believing the allegation that Angel's saying to you, even though Angel's not providing you no evidence, no nothing. All it is just plain words. But let me say something to you, Mary. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mary, but wasn't you the one that hanging out with a bunch of minors on PlayStation Home? Remember that when you was Nikki on PlayStation Home, and this was right around the same time that I knew Angel. This is like right around that time frame, like around 2009 or 2010, when I met you on PlayStation Home, when you used to come into me and Killer's group, and I would hear, or sometimes we'll come into your group, and we would hear few of these young kids calling you mom and dad. We would hear these kids call you mom, and I thought they was your real kids. Remember me and Killer used to join you and Mama Chalita's group back on PlayStation Home, and I would hear some of these kids call you mom. And I thought they was your real kids then. I didn't know that adults back then play parents on home. I didn't know that during that time frame. I had no idea. So you told me that them weren't your real kids. But after that, Mary, you know, I found that really weird of you back then, you hanging around with a bunch of kids, because back on home, again, I was like 22 or 24, 25 years old when I was on PlayStation Home. And Mary, you was like in your 30s. Mary, you're about 8 or maybe, yeah, you're about 8 or maybe 6 years or 7 years older than me. So you was like in your mid 30s, and you was out here in North Carolina, and Fayetteville, North Carolina, playing parents with these kids on home. Remember that? You dating these young boys? Yeah. Yeah, you dating young boys on the game like that. Yeah, you didn't think I knew that, huh? Oh, but see, if Mary's going to sit there and say, oh, he's just adding up new stuff. No, Mary, You want to talk about me? Let's talk about you messing with them young kids up there around home, calling you mom and dad. What's up with that? Huh? You sitting there dating these young little boys on home that was 15 or 16 years old at the time. And I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it with my own eyes. No one told me that. I seen it with my own eyes by knowing you. But the situation with me and Angel, you ain't seen jack nothing. You just going by words on what she's telling you with zero evidence. But I seen you hang with little boys. I seen you date young boys on home. I seen you done that. And you one of those people, Mary J, that should be in jail right now for messing with minors. You did that back on PlayStation Home, messing with these young little boys. And you're still doing it till today, messing with these young boys. What's that kid name that's in that film called MHM? 5-Star. Yeah, you and 5-Star used to date. He was a young boy. The guy named Justin, the one that abused you and choked you, he was a young boy. That's all you attract, Mary J, is little boys. You a grown woman and you can't even attract men that's around your age range. You attract young little boys. Young little boys, but you got the audacity to talk about me though. You know, I'm Jug Truth. I tell the truth and nothing but the truth. I got no reason to lie. You know what I'm saying? So Mary J, you need to stop lying and you need to grow up and you need to get a life. Get a life, woman. Get a life and move on. Because I know for a fact, woman, you're going to die as a liar. You're going to die as a liar. And then you say you wish karma on me and stuff like that. First of all, ain't no karma coming my way. Because you know what? I'm going to take it up with God, not with you. I take it up with God. When it's my time to go and God wants to talk to me, I'll sit there and have a front desk and talk to God about my sins. I'll confess my sins. You the type of person that ain't going to confess nothing because you're going to die as a liar, Mary. You're going to die as an old woman holding grudges. Like Mary just so super sensitive, but you know, that don't surprise me, people, because that's a female thing. You know, some females, they hold grudges. I mean, Mary J act like that I hit her or abused her and everything like that. And see, look, she just being a troll now. You see how I'm walking away, right? I'm walking away from her because she just being pure ignorant. Because talking to Mary is like talking to a troll. And that's what I felt like I was doing this whole 30 minutes, this whole 29, 30 minutes in this video. I felt like I'm talking to a troll now because that's why Mary don't want to join party chat. Because she knew I'll shut her up. She's afraid of me. She can sit there and tell everybody that that's not true, Jug's lying. She can sit there and add all this new stuff in there. But at the end of the day, Mary, you got zero on me. All you do is talk about old stuff. See, now she's calling me the EDP now. She's calling me EDP. Zero evidence. Nothing. If I'm the next EDP, then where's the text at? Where's the text of Stephanie saying about you? About me? Where is it? Huh, Mary? Where is it? Because if you had it, you would have done put it out by now. Y'all would have done put it out there about me. So there is no allegations with me and Angel. Nothing. Zero evidence though. But you want to talk about you want to sit there and believe Angel's story? Fine, believe it. I'm not mad. Believe what you want to believe. But like I said in this video, she only picked you because she knew you was gonna run with it. And that's exactly what you're doing. Like the puppet you are, Mary, you're dancing on Angel strings and you're running along with it. And then you sat there and said in this video that get Killer and get Angel and squash this beef. What beef? This ain't even no beef, man. This is a circus clown beef that we have here. I wouldn't even consider this as a real beef. We never had beef. You too much of a joke to be my enemy, Mary. So what the hell is you talking about, woman? You too much of a joke to be my enemy. You is. Yes, you are a hypocrite. Look at her. You're a hypocrite. You're a big hypocrite. You're willing to forgive Pixelet for saying all those bad things to you, but you're not willing to forgive me on that, though. That makes you a hypocrite right there. That makes you a hypocrite and it makes you a coward, Mary. Makes you an ignorant woman that needs to grow up and get a life. Anyway, I had to block her, though, because I felt like I was talking to a damn troll. Had to end it right there. Anyway, y'all, peace.